Gang. Ugh.
Gang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gang.
Uchi Wally Wally.
Yeah.
Gang.
I gotta ask you, what was that Bear Laffy Taffy video called?
I mean, probably that.
Hey, what up, everybody? It's the Talking Normies podcast, and we are your generous host over here on the Talking Normies podcast. My name is Chris.
I'm Spidey.
I'm Pat.
I am Mickey.
What up? It's good to be back. I was gone briefly, in and out. I apologize, but I will tell you, I had a whole bunch of funerals to go to this motherfucking summer. So finally, we're over the hump, baby. We're back.
Over the hump.
It's only bursts after this shit. Let's go.
Hey, gang.
Got some wood now.
Knock on some wood. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some wood in there.
I'll knock on actual wood when I stand up too. I don't want to piss nobody off. Yeah. So what have you guys? I missed you guys, man. How's that last podcast? How is it without me? Is it more fun? Tell the truth.
Nah, but it's a
like
lot
I'll get
more.
weird.
It's quieter.
It's less organized.
Yeah.
Okay.
Less organized and just not as chaotic. But I don't know how that makes sense.
Yeah.
Those are.
No, I think I get it. It's because I try to bring the organization, and it feels like the three of you kind of fight against that.
Yeah.
So it's like a push and a
Yeah.
pull.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I'm like, here's the topic, and then you guys are like, yeah, but also, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, without someone
I
trying
think-
to like rein us
I
in
think-
and keep us in order, we were just dogs without horses.
I think every single person here has ADHD.
Oh, 100%.
So this is a podcast operated by
I don't even
entirely ADHD people.
What did we talk about last?
We just all have different flavors.
I don't remember anything we talked about in the
remember.
previous episodes. I don't remember anything.
You
That
guys
makes it
talked
fun
about
to
the
watch
Olympics. I just watched it earlier.
Oh,
So I was
yeah,
trying to-
yeah,
You guys talked
Olympics
about the
was
Olympics.
cool.
Mickey dipped into politics, and then you talked about the movie,
Politics.
and then you also talked about. You guys were talking about
The
something
movie,
else.
obviously.
Yeah, but there's something right before Olympics. Anyway, since we're talking about this and talking about having ADHD, I was going to save this portion for the podcast later, but we're here now.
Aha.
What do you feel like you're great at? 'Cause I'm going somewhere with this.
Oh.
What are you great at?
So I've been doing this all my life, but I didn't come to like the conscious realization of it because one thing I do is like I'm very self-critical of myself. So like no matter what I accomplish in life, I'm just like I haven't done shit. Like or I could be doing better.
You never
But-
give yourself your flowers.
Yeah, but like one thing I realized that I have done a lot in life is I've self-taught myself like a lot of things. Like anything I get interested in. So I think my biggest skill is to be able to self-teach myself most things.
What if
I
I
was gonna
told you
say
that was
adaptability.
ADHD?
Yeah, yeah.
It is for sure.
Yeah.
It is.
What about you, Pat?
I think between both of you.
What are you great at? That's the question.
Great.
Great.
Yeah. I think it's just like adaptability and self-taught because like everything I've done was self-taught.
Yeah.
Too. Whatever I learned in school was don't even remember shit from then, like at all. And adaptability because like I feel like I'm able to adapt in multiple spots.
Spike.
I'm like a chameleon. I could be you if I want to be you.
I like that. It's terrifying. Because I feel like you're looking at me when you said that now.
It was. I don't know why.
Now I'm kind of worried.
I was like, Pat's coming in blackface tomorrow. It's gonna be weird.
It won't even be that weird. He'll just be dressed as me. And I'll be like, where's Chris? I'm like in the trunk. I'm like, oh my God.
But
There's a whole nother cash back there. I'm like, cash number one.
No, the chameleon thing is real. I think that's why I'm like really into acting. Like
Yeah.
I find it easier to be other people than myself because I don't know who I am.
Yeah.
That might be
Jesus
a good
Christ.
outlet. I kind of want to try that.
Huh?
Yeah.
That'd be probably a good outlet.
You're just
I think
talking
I
about
think
it.
you'd be super good.
You
at
should
it.
try- you should do
I've
improv.
talked about
You
it.
should be really good. I mean,
Literally,
you'd be really good at
I
improv.
feel like improv would be fun. That might be
I want to do it too. All right, so here's what I'm asking. Because like I was playing the guitar last Friday while we were playing poker with the people from PopCon. Don't worry, we'll get into that. And Obed was like, damn, like what instrument can you not play? And I was like, I'll play a little bit of everything. And I was like, fuck, like I'm good at a lot of shit.
You're
Yeah,
honestly like your superpower is that.
You just buy an instrument and then this next day you're like playing songs.
But I feel like I'm not
convinced that,
great
like,
at it.
If alien race came down and we were all enslaved as people and they were marching us through like the alien mothership to go do our new human slave job, you would just see something and be like, oh, that's an instrument. And you'd be able to play this alien instrument. Like your gift is to play any instrument that has ever been anywhere.
And I know what you're saying. Once you learn that there is a structure across the platforms, but there isn't also because you play each one vastly differently.
It's Marquette told me it's the same way with language. Like once you learn one language, an extra language, that it's easier to learn like a third and a fourth. You can build on that. But
I agree.
I feel like all right, this is why. So I'm about to have a kid, and so I was thinking to myself, like, damn, I'm about to have to like really pick and choose the things that I do, and I'm like, I like making videos. Like, I think I could, like, even the movie that we made, I put a lot of time and effort into that. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm still proud about it. Yeah. But I could do, like, music, and I can do photography, and I did stand-up for, like, a little bit. I was like, I feel like I'm good at all those things, but, like, I'm not really great at any of them because I got, like, the ADHD, right? I like to procrastinate by doing a whole new fun task and, like, jumping between 4 things. And then I was like, what's going to break me is this. When you have a kid, I think it's going to solidify, like, what you're great at. Because even if you're just okay at being a dad and your kid's like, one day you're just like, man, I feel like I'm not good at anything. Your kid's like, you're great at being a dad. And you're going to be like, that's all I ever needed. And you're going to throw the rest of your hobbies in the trash. Like, get in the trash, hobbies. Fuck y'all. Did you hear that shit? I'm great at being a goddamn dad.
The best.
Motherfuckers would be like, damn, bro, you want to come play music? I'm like, I can't. I'm doing the other thing I'm really good at. Giving ice cream to my child. Like, I'm so good at it. Like, that's, I think that, I don't know, she's gonna melt me in a way I don't want to be melted. I'm gonna try to hold on to at least like 2 hobbies and be like, these are my things, because otherwise I'll just spec into being like, I'm gonna be the perfect dad, which I feel like could be toxic in the best way possible.
It definitely would be. No, I honestly see you guys being like, you're just gonna raise a bilingual musician.
Yeah,
that's the point.
That can teach people anything that they need. Like, she's gonna be very adaptable. She's gonna know exactly what she's talking about and be very sure.
She's gonna be
into
photography.
Like, yeah, I think you're gonna.
My actual fantasy is that she gets better at music than me, and she becomes like, I'm not putting like my own shit on her. I'm just gonna like teach her, and she'll just be. And I'm like, hey, you want to like jam? She'll be like, oh, Dad, I can't play with you. I'm sorry. I gotta go play a show down the road. I'm like, oh, I'll come watch. I'm just out in the crowd, being like, damn, she's so good.
Look at
she's your Willow.
Yeah.
With any luck, she'll be a rock climber.
Rock climber, rock star, astronaut, improv.
But see, here's how this usually works out. These are all the things that we're into, and you're gonna want to push it on them, and be like, and they might end up being like, no, I don't.
No, she's gonna be like, I want to be a doctor, and I'm like, no,
I want to be a lawyer, Dad.
Oh, my child.
I want to be a tax, something.
Right? So I'm like, taxidermy. Is she gonna do that? She's like, no, tax agent.
No,
I'm like,
tax agent. I want to work at H&R Block.
She becomes like a real estate millionaire, and I'm like,
you could have been so much different.
It's pretty cool, I guess.
I'm actually working on this new crypto coin.
Right? I'm like, no. Okay, no, that's actually that'll be one where I'll be like, I am so disappointed in you. You have no idea. She's like, wild. I brought NFTs back, Dad. Do you remember NFTs? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, kid.
You're the scum of earth.
All right, so
we would all beat you up.
Right. So the real question is this. All right, we're all right. Adaptability, being a chameleon, yada 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 yada. Right. What's the one thing? Hyperbolic time chamber. You get to go in. Pat, in a hyperbolic time chamber, you go in for 1 hour.
We watched Bleach.
But inside you spend a year. So yeah, but Bleach had 2000. The Bleach one was kind of confusing. In
they had a hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah.
DBZ 1 day equals 1 year. You go in there for 24 hours, but in there for you it's a whole year.
Right, so, cool.
And when you come back out, only 1 day's passed.
And do you come back aged or not aged?
Nope.
You age a year.
Yeah.
So do you like physically age?
Yeah, you physically age.
But in DBZ they're training, so they just come out swole. They're like you're. Imagine.
In fact, one of them come out too swole. He can't even really.
Imagine you come to work tomorrow and you're fucking stacked because you've had a year's worth of training between now and then.
Yeah. So the question is this: hyperbolic time chamber, 1 activity. Mm-hmm. Focus. You get to be great. You're going to put in your 10,000 hours easy.
And it's only me in there?
Sure, you could bring somebody else. You get to bring one person to train you.
If I need resources for the thing I want to be good at.
You can bring the resources and one person to train you.
Okay.
Hyperbolic time chamber.
I already know what I'm going to do.
What are you trying to do to be great? What are you going to come out great as?
You ready?
Yeah.
Because I actually was watching a whole bunch of videos this past weekend. I think I'm going to try. Like, I still don't understand phrasing and like beat matching and stuff like that, but I wanted to start learning how to DJ.
That'd
be sick.
But I was just watching some videos and stuff, so I'm trying to figure it out. I was also downloaded an app to like count beats and stuff, so I need to learn the musical structure theory first before I get into it.
You piss me off. You sit here asking these questions when I sit here with all this knowledge
that
I would pour into you.
He literally does that.
He just teach you how to do it hands on.
That'd be baller.
Yeah.
So you come out as like a sick ass DJ.
Yeah, because like I think something like Shaq said too, because like I think Shaq got it. I always wanted to do something in DJ, but Shaq motivated me. I miss like playing a sport or something in front of people.
Yeah,
like,
performance.
Like I used to. That was my thing. Like that hyped me up. Like people, like I don't know how to explain it. When you're playing football or basketball and there's a crowd watching you, they're cheering you on. It's just like it's pure energy. It's like I don't know how to explain.
Mickey does stage shit. I do shows. We both know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
People are probably cheering for Spidey while he's climbing these goddamn rocks.
This is true.
So I just miss that environment. So I feel like if I could DJ a little set somewhere here and there and get everybody.
Half of my reason for making music back in the day, especially the band I was in with John, was like the live shows. Like we were like, we just want to make music to make people dance, and like we would go and do live shows. We did house shows and shit, and people just turned the fuck up, and I loved it.
Yeah.
It was the best. Like rocking a crowd is one of the best fucking feelings. And like while playing music with another person has its own thing. Like I can just jam with somebody by themselves and it's cool, but like with the crowd, you get that energy from the crowd, you give it back. It feels crazy. Nothing feels like that. So I 100% know what you're talking about.
So I feel like I'm gonna. That is one of my hobbies I'm gonna try to get into.
Okay.
Search Troy, yes.
Bouldering. The boulder. Show them those hands. Look at those. The boulder.
Yeah, I don't know if you could, but like my hands have been blistered up. I was actually shaving them down a little earlier.
That's gross. He's got a cheese grater for his hand.
I do.
Sorry, Mickey. Hyperbolic time chamber.
I was gonna say acting, but I take it back because I can still pursue that with this other skill that I would elevate. I think I would just work on my personal YouTube channel and make about a year's worth of content and come out with like a healthy backlog.
But wouldn't it have to be topical?
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, that's what I was thinking about. So the videos I make, I mean, I can make it on any topic. So I could still make a year's worth of content that isn't topical. And then when I come back out, anything topical that hits, I work on that, and I just don't really,
I got you.
I just have a healthy. It's kind
of genius. No.
It is like your new shit would be so, and because it's been 24 hours for the rest of us. This thing just broke, and you put a year's worth of. Well,
he would do a day. He would have a buffer for a year, so he'd be like, "Oh, something new just dropped." And he'd be like, "Oh, cool."
No. That's not what I'm saying. In the hyperbolic time chamber, I just make a year's worth of content of whatever I want because I don't know what's going on the outside. I was
about to say you wouldn't have any
I can't make anything topical.
Like that Bo Burnham joint.
Yeah,
but it's only one day.
No. I'm not pumping a year into one piece of content. I'm making a year's worth of content, like a bunch of.
You're making 365 days worth of content.
A bunch of fucking videos. Yeah. So then when I go on the outside, I don't need to stick to a release schedule. If something topical comes up, then I pause and I work on that and I release that, and then I still can take a break because I have something to release next week because I've already made it.
You're building a year's worth of backlog.
So like I could still stay topical,
That's
then I would just kind of use my YouTube clout to then start trying out for stage plays and movies and stuff. I could still pursue that.
I think, and this is my I think that's a good idea, but I also think that the pipeline from YouTube to Hollywood does not exist. Like, for the amount of YouTubers there are and the amount of motherfuckers that actually make it to Hollywood, it's like 5.
Yeah, maybe but see, I'm not. I don't think I'm striving for that. There's other avenues,
Yeah, I think the stage play to Hollywood makes 10 times more sense than YouTube.
Or I might just start making my own productions.
Ooh,
because I kind of enjoy writing too. I didn't used to like writing until I got somewhat good at it. Now I feel like when I script something, I'm really good at like callback jokes. Like I'm very good at like squeezing things in and just I feel pretty comfortable with my script writing abilities.
Okay.
Wow, that's wild.
Spidey, what about you?
Yeah, I guess I'm going a little further like left field, but I want to learn like stunt driving and stunt work and
hyperbolic time chamber's huge.
Yeah, right. I'm drifting in there. Like I've got a course set up and I'm just burning rubber through this bitch.
So I guess you get to pick. You don't need to know their name. You get to pick one stunt coordinator from one movie. You just be like the guy who did whatever in that movie. Who you picking? What movie? I guess is the question.
Man.
And why is it John Wick 4?
Yeah, literally, I was gonna say one of the John Wicks just because they, as far as the action in there, they go through each different type. Like I could even learn how to start shooting and all that jazz, which I would love to do that too. Like, I could learn shooting if I could go through the same little obstacle course that John Wick did, where we were watching Keanu Reeves just going through that.
So that's a
I guess I would just become a hitman.
It's a train.
You're like, I got all these skills and no one's hiring me. What am I gonna do?
I was just trying to
just go to place and you win a gold.
He trains at a training range called Terran Tactical.
Terran out west, right?
We have a decent one around here too, but I don't even.
Yeah.
No, but these guys are like they like I think like the Secret Service like type.
But it's
like,
also like up there. It's big money.
yeah, like
they were
they're
Rainbow Six
Yeah.
and 7 and 8.
Although that guy in the game, he's actually doing the move I invented.
Right, like
Damn, did you guys ever watch Dexter and you learned about the Mozambique? So there's an
like
episode.
Dexter, like the cartoon show. Or?
No, God, no. The one where they
Lab.
murder people.
Oh,
Dokes is talking about the Mozambique, which is a shot where
fromage.
he's like, you shoot a man 3 times, 1 in the head and 2 in the chest, but it's so close to the shot that like it looks like it's the same hole. It's the Mozambique. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
yeah,
The fuck is that shit?
Have you seen Collateral?
No.
You haven't seen
Yeah.
Because
Collateral?
they invented it in Mozambique.
With Tom Cruise and Jamie
no.
Foxx?
Jamie Foxx.
Oh, the one when they're in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
With
saw it like when it
Taxi.
came out.
He does the 2 in the chest, 1 in the head, but he doesn't describe. And when he went to go look at the wound, like they were super close together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he Mozambiqued them.
Oh, that's why they invented-
But he
okay.
didn't call it that.
So then look, then the Dokes callback is probably a callback to that, but they also in Apex there's that shotgun with 3 holes and it's called the Mozambique.
Okay.
That's fucking funny.
So one shot would be to give you 3 holes.
Yeah, like
That's
like
kind of
Just
cool.
one head.
so for me, I got hyperbolic time chamber. I get to practice one thing and one thing only, and I think it would have to be. I don't want to pick anything boring. All right. I got 2. One, I keep getting embarrassed in soccer every Monday, so maybe I'm just gonna come out and be really good at soccer. That'd be
Sick. I wouldn't
that'd be
mind
tight.
fitness. Like,
right, but not even like I don't want to just get huge. I just want to be like, damn, it looks like Chris like really like. I just want to be one of them dudes who could play soccer and be able to pull my leg up to my chest to kick it, which I don't know if that's possible for my build. I'd have to.
Are you trying to play on the MLS team?
No, not MLS. I want to play on I want to play on a minor league team. I just want to like show up and be a minor league god. And just be like, who is this guy? He didn't play in high school.
He's a phenom.
He's been fat all of his life. He came back one day later and was GOAT tier. What happened? Like, that's all. Like, I'd move to London and try to get put on like one of their like fucking, not Premier League, like one of the lower league teams and just being like, yeah, I'm like the one guy. And I make like $100,000 and I play soccer.
How often could you use it? Well, I guess if you age a year every time. So
Yeah, so that has to be the limitation. Otherwise, you would just stay in there until you were God.
yeah, I mean, basically start them early.
So, all right, but in real life, I would have to just pick an instrument to like lay down on and just be like, I'm gonna come back out good at this instrument. And I think if I really had to pick, it's between guitar and piano.
Huh.
Because I'm not.
Ooh, piano would be, yeah.
See, like I'm not like I can play the piano. Mickey can play better piano than me.
Yeah, but who
Facts.
gets paid more?
That I can.
Guitar.
Piano players.
I can.
100%.
No.
But I mean,
Piano players in the mall. Piano
can-
players during Christmas.
Yeah,
Piano
but
players
then
here.
the
There.
piano has to be there. You can bring your guitar anywhere. Who has more?
You can bring a
opportunity?
keyboard. I mean, keyboards are pretty portable now.
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah. So like you can.
And they sound pretty much like a piano.
I
now.
think that like
Yeah,
if I had a guitar, I would
I
get
dis-
really good at the blues and be
See,
like, I just like
disagree
sick at the
because
blues.
because you know the notes thing, so you can freestyle on a piano. I can't do that. I can look at sheet music and like memorize it. So like for me, it's more like a recipe. Like I'm still following directions. Like I can't freestyle it.
But you can do a whole meal, and I can just like bullshit a meal. You know what I mean? You can work in a kitchen,
I feel like that's
and
more
I can
impressive.
like put something together for the people.
More
Yeah,
impressive.
I feel like that's more impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like one of them's more like I want your skill.
It's easy. You just read the sheet music.
I can't do one hand does a different thing and the other hand does the different thing.
Oh.
Well, you just have to. Oh,
Practice
okay.
at it.
So, oh man. So there was this one exercise I learned in school. So like, God dang it. Here, can you hold the mic? So what you do is it's on both hands. So one hand goes this way, and you're tapping, and the other hand goes in the opposite direction, but they're going at different intervals. So this goes like, this fast, and this you have to like skip every one.
Okay.
So like so if you can get good at that's a good like dual brain exercise.
So
God damn, that just
that's
sounds
it. I'm
difficult.
gonna practice. I'm gonna practice piano. I'm gonna get really good at piano.
It's not. I mean, it's you practice one hand at a time.
Yeah.
You get good with each,
And then you mix
and
them.
then so the way I do it, it's like very slowly. It sounds ugly. It's just like, it's like very slow, and then you get
All
progressive.
right, fuck it then. I'm gonna get really good at blues guitar
You get
because I got the
progressively faster.
only genre I could sing with my really shitty voice is blues.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's solid.
out down by the water,
I like the
came on down. I could do that. And no one's gonna complain. If I try to sing any other genre, people are gonna be like, "You gotta shut the fuck up, bro."
Hey, I
He
have
invoked emotion.
I have a
right
question.
Yeah,
Is Adele blues?
there. Yes.
blues inspired, kind of. She
Blues
dips into
pop.
like rolling in the deep.
So I
a little bit.
so that's so I listened to her. I was listening on Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm trying to grow my Spotify because I've been paying for it and I haven't been using it. So
Spotify knows exactly what I like, and that's the only thing they
I'm
ever give
trying
me.
to get off of SoundCloud. I really like SoundCloud, but there's just like
That
it's so
is-
disorganized.
That is incredible that you just said that.
I like SoundCloud because there's like people upload like custom mixes that you don't like find anywhere. Like
Yeah.
it's more indie artist friendly,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
But
Listening to Adele, blues.
yes, Spotify, her first album,
21, 19. Yeah.
and is very bluesy. It's got a lot of guitar.
I think it's a lot of blues inspired, but I've listened to it, and
Yeah.
I think it's really good. And I will also,
kinda
while you're at that, I'll one up you. So, a bunch of beats from 1988. This dude named Mick Boogie put a bunch of beats from 1988 over Adele's 19, called it 1988. So it's all the songs from 19, but with like hip hop beats from the 80s.
What?
And it's baller as fuck, bro.
What? I didn't know about that.
It's
Is
fucking
it on
cool as
Spotify?
shit. Probably not because it's not sanctioned. You'd have to look it up on like
Is it on
YouTube. SoundCloud is probably. I'm gonna send it to you. But all right, so that's what we'd all be fucking great at. Now here's the last
But
thing.
Spidey, here's what will blow your mind. I pay for SoundCloud Go.
Oh my god.
No one ever.
But why?
But why?
Support, just support
Honestly,
local
but why?
artists.
the sound quality is pretty good.
Pretty good.
So
no.
Mickey, Pat,
Hey,
Spidey.
shut up. You still use Pandora.
I don't. I wish I did though.
See?
Yeah, I've been
worse.
on Pandora. Pandora has all of the best stand-up comedy.
That's
sets on
worse.
there.
Oh my god. So here's the thing. Here's how we're gonna end this. Fucking do it.
Do what?
Why not? Okay, well,
Just start
you can't
drifting?
be a stunt driver,
Oh.
probably, but everything else is doable. Why aren't we
know what? I
like
know
do
what
it?
it is.
We got time. We're in our 30s right now. Some of us close to our 40s, but it's fine. In the next 10 years, fuck it. In the next 5 years, you could be so much better at the thing you want to do now if
Yeah.
you just 2 hours a week, even
Yeah.
anything. You know what I mean? So
agree.
I guess on some Shia LaBeouf / Nike shit.
I think I am in my creative renaissance right now. I think so. I'm doing too much though.
Oh no, I feel the same. Like I'm putting out some of the best things that I've ever done, but it also feels like I have less and less time.
You know what's crazy? We've been pumping out one video a week on After Dork. Which
After Dork.
After Dork, me and Spidey's commentary channel where all the other normies are sometimes involved too. Really good time. Go check it out if you don't know about it yet.
Woo!
But we've been
Now you know.
we've been pumping out one video a week, and I'm really proud of every single edit. But because I'm also trying to operate other channels and those are inactive, everything feels like a failure. Because I'm like, because this thing is not active. This thing's going good, but I'm not even going to think about it. I tend to focus on the thing. You know, like I don't ever give myself credit. Because I'm like,
yeah.
because I've been working fucking hard, dude.
Bro, I feel like I was telling Marquetta yesterday because I'm about to make less film photography videos because we're about to have the baby, and I found like another thing to do that's kind of making it looks like it has the potential to make a little bit of money. And I'm like, well, at least I could do that and I'll make a little bit of money. I feel like I'm failing because I'm not gonna make my film photography videos for a while. Marquetta's like, it's not failing if you take a break, and I was like, I know, but
in the YouTube
I mean
world,
to
it is.
myself.
You gotta appease
But
the
when I lay down
algo.
at night at bed, my brain bullies me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing about that. That's the thing about ADHD that people don't understand is like that.
Depression is hand in hand.
Depression
or
is
anxiety.
Depression and anxiety is hand in
Yeah.
hand, but when it's called like attention deficit hyperactivity, like people think the hyperactivity is like you're bouncing off the walls. No,
It's all in
yeah,
here.
it's here. It's here.
It's
Like,
all bouncing back
Even
and
right
forth
now,
in
as
this
I'm
wall.
saying this sentence, there's 80 other thoughts overlapping each other. It's like being in a Best Buy and all of the TVs are on full volume.
Oh God.
You know, like
Oh,
that's
God.
I always say it's like the I forget which Superman movie it is, but like where we actually like you hear how he hears the entire planet and one thing at the same time. Where it's
Yeah.
just like, it's that. It's just loud.
This is God
and
mode.
everything's doing things, but I'm listening to one specific thing right now. But everything else is there. And
You
it's
guys
fucking
need to
great.
try some ashwagandha, whatever that thing is called.
Ashwagandha?
Ashwagandha?
Yeah, that shit
I got
works.
some ashwagandha.
That shit works.
ashwagandha.
I do What's it called? Like grounding?
Like a tea?
It really helps.
No, it's I get it as a pill form. I take one in the morning and one in the evening. What you're talking about diminished like crazy, and I take like ADHD medication. I barely take that. I only take my Adderall when I work out now.
Ashwagandha.
Take it to why do you take Adderall? Yeah.
No, I use Transparent Labs because it's like organic and it's like as the purity level.
But yes, you can find it.
Okay.
You can't find it. I mean, you can find not the brand.
I mean, maybe not. Yeah.
But go to Whole Foods. I know it's definitely at Whole Foods for sure.
I've been doing sensory grounding. My therapist taught it to me. Nice. It works because it's like it pulls you like into this moment here. Like you can't think about the past. You can't think about the future. You only could think about now. And it's like you name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can taste, 2 things you can feel, and 1 thing. Did I say taste? I didn't mean taste. Taste is the last one.
I was about to say, how can you go taste 3 different things?
The 1 thing you can taste and 3 things you can smell. Sorry, that it was. So like if you can do that, even if you're falling asleep and shit, it locks you into like the right now. Like this is what's happening right now. I can focus on right now. Because when you start getting like anxiety, you can't think about what's happening now. You can only like focus on the future or whatever, which is kind of good, kind of bad. Anyway, fuck that. So,
you guys, we can take a camping trip.
Bro, camping's on the docket. You don't have to come.
How about we do glamping like with an RV?
How about you bring whatever you want to bring and I'll bring a tent?
Yeah, you can bring an RV if you want.
You're going to have to rent the RV by yourself. I won't touch your RV. That way I don't have to help pay for it because the RV's going to be expensive as shit.
Have you seen like fly-ass tents though? I'm surprised. Pat, you can get a tent. You can put your little inflatable couch in that bitch. You can do a whole living room.
I have one of those you don't have to build it.
Boy.
I was hanging out with CJ, so we do backpacking, so I got everything I need on my back, baby.
Yeah, I love that.
They make those in duels too. Yeah. It's the easiest tent. You don't have to build it. It collapses on itself.
Ooh.
It's just like a fold up, fold down tent.
Speaking of pinching a tent, can you tell me about the thing that you want to tell us about?
Oh, yeah. Right. The reason I'm wearing this red vest is because I'm doing a improvised play based on Back to the Future.
Ooh, can you tell us, for those who haven't seen, what is Back to the Future?
Yeah, what is Back to the Future?
It's called, our play is called Time Card. But yeah, Back to the Future is a very, if you don't know, then, that's been living
fucking
under a rock.
Tell us what it's about, man. Damn.
Look, it's a time travel movie. It's with the, oh God. I don't know the actors' names.
All right, so it's a time traveling movie starring Christopher Lloyd and Marty McFly from 1985, I think, in which they get a DeLorean to go 88 miles an hour, sending them back into the 50s. Yeah. Will they be able to figure out their way back to the future?
Marty goes back to the 50s.
Doc already exists in the 50s because he's an old man in the 80s.
And he interferes with the timeline to the point where his mom starts to fall in love with him. It's really weird. But then
she hot as shit though, bro. I don't know, man.
So the goal is Marty has to make his parents fall in love, otherwise he's gonna fucking die in the future.
And also maybe have sex with his mom, which he shouldn't do.
Yeah, which he shouldn't do. It's really bad. So we're taking all that and doing an improvised play. I'm part of Comedy Sports, the indie chapter. It's an improv group. There's one in a lot of different cities. It's a franchise. There might be one in your city. Go check it out. Improv's really fun. But we're putting on this play for the Indie Fringe Festival, which is going to be happening all this weekend and a little bit into next week. And we had a dress rehearsal last night. And
how'd it go?
So it was good, but like, we're relying on our tech people, and they're really supposed to be announcing. And we were practicing where we do improv, not the Fringe Theater. We've only been able to practice at the Fringe Theater once. So there were some tech difficulties, but it's not their fault because they were working on equipment that they're not going to be working on the night of. So it was a little... It was a humbling experience,
nice.
but we tightened it all up, and I'm confident it's gonna be a good time. Yeah.
Ebony Bunny's here. We want to say, hey, Ebony Bunny, thank you for the big old gift. We got it yesterday. We pulled it through. That video is gonna be coming out soon. Thank you very much. And you're gonna probably see Rana and Serge at the Anime Con. But she also pointed out that it's the inspiration for Rick and Morty.
Also, she let us know that his name is Michael J. Fox. It was weirding me out because I was like Christopher Lloyd and Marty McFly.
Yeah, who's this Christopher Lloyd?
Did I just say Marty McFly? Bro, that shit
killed me.
Yeah, he is Marty. I mean, like,
I've thought about nothing else since you said that.
Sorry, Michael J. Fox.
So here's another ADHD thing that happens. I know Michael J. Fox's name, but like when I'm on the spot, it's just like everything goes out of your head, and it's like, oh, this extremely popular person. All of a sudden, I just forgot your fucking name. Like, but yeah, it's
and who hasn't seen this movie? Pat hasn't seen it, right?
You haven't seen it? Oh,
But Spidey, you've seen it.
It's a good time.
yeah.
It's a good
I've
time.
seen this. Is one of my
I
favorite
don't-
time travel trilogies.
Yeah, I don't remember the
Machine.
sequels at all. Like we watched them.
The third one's actually really. The third
I
one
don't
is
remember
surprisingly.
shit
good.
about them.
They go back to the Old West, and they have a time traveling train, which
Did
I
we-
had the toy for that
Did
train.
we watch all three? Did we react to all three? We
No, I
reacted to
think
one, right?
Nubby was saying that
Maybe I haven't seen the sequels.
Naheed got everybody to react to the first one, but I guess we never posted it. Or maybe she meant that about
I
the
remember
Ghostbusters.
reacting to the first one, but yeah, I don't know if we ever posted it. I guess we never watched the sequels because I must have just not seen those.
Pretty good movie. And the main villain for the second movie is kind of designed after a Donald Trump type character.
Oh yeah, so if you are in the indie area, go check out not just our show but Fringe Festival in general. There's a ton of artists and a ton of a lot of like one man shows, like a lot of people just like making their own stuff. It's really cool. It was a local art scene that I was not aware of, and now I'm part of it.
Oh, and the last thing is, if someone is asking over on YouTube, shout outs. We do stream this on YouTube. Shout out to the 4 people that are there. What is an improv to play?
So,
Ooh, that's a good question.
The structure is obviously the movie. We're going to go scene by scene, not verbatim from the movie. We've kind of mashed some things together and kind of made our own like Cliff Note summary. So we're going to go scene by scene, but there's no script. So we know the beats of the scene, but we're basically improvising the whole scene. And it's an interactive experience with the audience too, because sometimes we'll ask for suggestions and they'll have to fill in the suggestions, and then we have to justify those suggestions. So like in the radioactive part, like the fuel for the flux capacitor is
Wet bananas.
wet bananas, radioactive wet bananas, Marty. And then we have to and then we just have to carry that for the play.
You should,
And then there's buckets of sentences or anything that the audience is going to write, and we have to pull those and read those. We don't know what they say, and then we have to justify that too.
I love that. I think that's
Sweet.
really fun.
All right.
So
nice.
it's an interactive experience too, and because we're improving, every performance is slightly different, and that gives an excuse for people to watch it multiple times.
Definitely going to come and see it. You and Serge have been very impressive with the plays and all of that. Makes me want to get into it too. You guys are inspirational people.
Damn, oh my God, we could start our own improv group.
Yeah.
Guys.
I've always wanted to pursue acting. I just I don't know.
We could become.
I wasted
improv
my
group.
20s and a good part of my 30s.
Wasted? You didn't waste
But when you're
shit.
ready, that's the thing. Like when you're ready, you're ready. Like I wouldn't have been ready for it then. I feel ready for it now.
So, speaking of pitching tents, we need to talk sex ed. We came to light that a friend of ours didn't know some crucial sex ed things, and he happens to be our age. So we are now going to educate people mildly about sex ed.
Who are we talking about?
One of our friends. You guys don't know him. James Tamborelli.
James Tamborelli.
Yep.
Okay.
He's been to the house before.
Just
Jeez,
say-
Wait,
James.
is that the actual name?
You're
Yes.
just saying shit.
No, I'm not.
Chris would not give us a first and last
I don't.
name. Right?
Okay. All right, go on. Where's this going?
So we were talking about James is like 38, and we were talking about all the girls were there too. It was pretty hilarious. We were talking about getting tested for STIs.
Wait, this is
and-
like a real story.
Yeah. And James was like, "Oh, I haven't been tested since fucking college." And we're like, "What?" And then James was like, "My dick doesn't look weird. I don't have anything going on." And we're like, "No, James. No, it's not how it works, James.
No.
You gotta get tested, James. James, are you serious?" And he was like, "Yeah, like I just haven't. Like, why would I get tested?" And we're like, "Oh God, no!" We're all like kind of melting down and being like, "James, you need to know. You need to know about getting tested, James." And so we freaked out a little bit, but it brought to my light that there are some people who don't know about how often, if you're a regular sex having person, you should get tested. So the question now is, when was the last time y'all got tested?
Last time I started having sex with someone new, which was Bria. So
Okay,
I
so
haven't been tested about 5 years now.
yeah, all right, reasonable. Or I guess how often do you get tested when you're single is the real question, not the when's the last time.
Anytime there's a new sex partner.
New sex
So,
partner, new testing, right?
Yeah, probably. I went in for like a routine checkup like in December, and we just did some blood work then.
Okay. Just recently? How often do you get when you get a new partner? Like when you get a new partner?
I didn't know that was the norm.
Okay.
I figured there's got to be something wrong before you get tested.
No.
It's just something to be preventable. It's
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna go somewhere and be like, test me for cancer.
Right? Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't go to my regular check. I'm like, test me for
also,
STD.
I'm not running into that many things.
Yeah, if I
that
could get
would give
cancer
me
from
cancer.
doing
But,
the thing I like the most,
I'm having right.
Yeah,
I'm having sex a lot. If a video game's gonna give me arthritis, I'm gonna play less video games or at least get tested for arthritis more.
yeah. So, all right. New partner, whatever, makes sense. I was tested semi-recently, and like I got a big group of friends that are all in like a polycule, and they're all like, we all get tested every 3 months, and then we show each other our results, and then we fuck. I'm like, okay, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it turns out getting tested often, especially if you have a new partner or whatever, is healthy and safe and good, and there are STDs that don't have symptoms. Bum, bum, bum. Shall I read off the list of STDs?
Yeah, they don't have symptoms?
Yep. STIs without symptoms are just all
Babies.
chlamydia. Chlamydia is a very common STD that infects
symptoms for
both
chlamydia. There's
men
no rash?
and women, often with no symptoms.
Chlamydia.
Gonorrhea.
I thought that makes your
Yeah.
pee hurt.
Yeah. If it, but guys,
Apparently not all the time.
Or is
Guys,
that
I'm telling you this from
or is that gonorrhea?
no, that's like-
gonorrhea makes your pee
Yeah, what's
drip.
the source?
Pretty sure most of them.
The
make it.
source for this one was just the first thing on Google, but I'll do you one better.
Is
We'll
it-
go to the Mayo Clinic. Do we
Web-
trust the Mayo Clinic? What about the
Is it-
NHS?
Is it light Mayo? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I trust the Mayo Clinic.
All right, then hold
I
on.
was trying to riff.
Listen, they all have symptoms, but sometimes they can be asymptomatic is the thing.
Oh, no.
Right? Not every single ST. You could literally have AIDS and not fucking know it. Okay, you probably can't have AIDS, but you could have HIV and not know
You could
it.
have gonorrhea right now.
You would know as symptoms if you had gonorrhea, chlamydia, and all those stuff. Because like
I'm telling you, as a person who has been in a group of friends that were all doing dirty sex stuff to each other and all had to take chlamydia medicine. Look, doctor said I had chlamydia.
And
it didn't seem
word
like I had
is-
shit. I thought I was Gucci.
Word is you don't find out until it's too late.
HPV
Out here got me buried out here.
HPV can be spread to people from men to women. Men, no symptoms. Women can have symptoms that could lead to cancer. So literally, you can be a man who loves having sex with women who has HPV because you haven't been tested, and in every woman you've slept with, you're giving them HPV.
I'm giving them cancer.
In the long run, yeah, you kind of could be. But that's why we get tested, so we can know about these things.
See, I wish it'd make testing a lot easier.
It's pretty easy.
It is actually,
Yeah, it's easier.
If you
now
go
than
to the
ever.
Damien Center, they prick your finger and you pee in a cup,
It's free.
and then you leave.
HPV stands for horrific penises and vaginas.
That's
That
probably
is
it.
what I heard it stands for.
I saw it in the medical dictionary.
Somebody said human papillomavirus. You're wrong.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Look, moral of the story is this. Go get tested.
You gotta go get tested.
You should probably go get tested just in case you don't want to get your dick sick or your pussy pussed.
Pussy pust.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for the image. But
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
there could be a chance that someone that you love or someone that you at least enjoy or someone that you hate but you find really hot and both of you are kind of working on that level, you don't want to make them sick. And
Actually,
you should just probably wear a condom. But if you don't want to do that too, then you got to have a conversation about it, figure it
man.
out.
Actually,
Don't
I
punish
think
your
they
penis,
also
don't
did-
vandalize vagina.
I think they also did run tests when I went to that the mental health place because it was more of a recovery center than a
Yeah.
they'd like the mental health track was new, so we were all kind of mixed in. So I think it was like procedure because I had to pee in a cup.
Yeah.
In front of a person, I'm like, damn man, I came here to talk about my feelings.
That's
Like,
funny. You were
They
like,
said, I'm
hey,
going to
man,
look at your penis while you pee.
You're like, I'm kind of sad. And some dude's like, I'm trying to get off of heroin.
it's like I don't want to be here either, man. Let's just get this over with.
All right, last quick survey. Who likes sex? Put your hand up.
I like sex.
Who
Kind of a lot.
likes being sick? Oh, nobody. Turn
like
so the Venn diagrams are two different circles.
Hang on.
Oh no.
When I was a kid, you got to stay home from school.
He's right.
He's right.
If you can catch an STD,
So
stay
I'm
away
just
from
saying,
school.
I don't like being sick now.
Damn, if you had chlamydia, could you get off of school?
Of course
Could
you
everybody
could.
at school get chlamydia
course
the
you
fun
could.
way and then not have to go to
Right.
school?
You're gonna have to go
this
somewhere
just-
else and answer some more questions.
If I
'cause they're gonna be like,
called
well,
in,
you're 12, so
If I called in and I said I got to take a break from work because I got
got the clap,
the media.
you got the media.
I got
We'd all
the
be
old
understanding,
media.
and
Yeah.
actually, we'd all just be happy. I'd be like,
Really?
yo,
I'd be
Micky's out
like,
here
damn, Mickey.
smashing.
Sounds like you got a bunch of phone calls to make you fucking slut. You better tell
Fucking
everybody.
whore, you.
fucking and
Also,
mind you, we all stand sluts and whores. I
Dude,
myself
yeah.
am a slut
That
and a
He's out
whore.
here dirty
Would be
dicking.
a nightmare to have to like call past people. and
It
be
would,
like,
but I don't know why we don't have the technology that does that for you already.
Because man, the fuck up.
what?
Like
What are you gonna
like here,
say?
here, man,
You're
here,
gonna
man.
Hold on, I want to hear this. Pat invented technology. Invent it, Pat.
Hear me out.
Here,
Let's say you didn't know you had chlamydia. You went and found out you got chlamydia. Now, when you got the tested, right, they automatically says you got chlamydia. So I wish when you got tested, you probably got like maybe. In my head, I feel like maybe there might be some DNA left over from the other person in your body.
put that microphone in front of your face. I want to make sure everybody hears this.
So like if maybe there's like DNA left over from some like the other people that you've been in your body, and then when you pee it out, you still have all those DNAs, and they could just pinpoint it.
And you want them to call that person
It's
based
just
off the DNA?
Like in a robocall.
Are you?
Hold on,
Wait. So you're getting tested right after you had sex?
No, not right after you have sex. But
Then
like,
how would their DNA? How would their DNA?
The DNA just stays in your body for a while. Who knows? We don't know how long
It stays in your body. Are you?
Let him cook.
Are you?
You're having sex the wrong way, Pat.
Are you pitching or catching?
It doesn't matter. We don't shame. Back door, front door. Who give a fuck? So, fun fact, Pat. When you go to get tested, because I recently went to go get tested, there's literally a thing where they're like, hey, is there anybody else we should call? Leave their number here. But let me ask you this. You're a human person, all right? You was just with old back alley Sally, and she threw it down, and y'all had a great time, right? Next thing you know, you sitting at home. You get a robocall. Your phone says it might be spam, so you don't even fucking answer that shit. They leave you a voicemail and says, hello, this is the Mayo Clinic. You recently slept with back alley Sally. Turns out she's got type 10 chlamydia.
Type 10.
It's new. And if you don't come in right away, your dick's going to fall off. Bye. 1.
Are you going to believe it?
Are you going to believe it?
If this said Mayo Clinic, I'm going to believe
He's going
it.
to be like, man, he's going to be like, I feel all right.
I feel fine.
I feel fine.
10 days later, your dick fall out the bottom of your pants because you didn't go to the robocall about the fact that you got chlamydia times 10 like KO Kid.
Walk around with your dick in your
But you know
shoes.
what's also a good way to prevent these things is you wrap it up.
Here's the thing about wrapping it up
wrap
nowadays.
it up. I've never not wrapped it up.
I have rolled some risky dice.
Well, no, I've never. It's only been with like long-term relationships that.
Stop shaming us, Mickey. Damn.
Right.
I've
Here's
never
the thing.
not. Fuck
Also-
that, dude. I ain't taking no chances, dude. It feels better without it, but it doesn't feel. It's not like.
Oh, like
risky
business?
Yeah, bro. Like,
hell no. Nope.
I used to keep more condoms than the Trojan man himself.
In fact,
Like,
one girl wanted me to not do it, and I was like, nope. Nope.
I know Pat's rolled those risky dice. I rolled those risky dice once or twice.
Absolutely not.
I recently, back in the day, I was rolling, like wrapping it up, but now, is when the girl tells me no, she's Gucci, she'll go to the next stage, she needs to abort it, then I'm like, fuck it, let's go. Because
Yeah,
well, now
literally-
this
This
nigga
nigga's
Yeah, you
wild.
should get tested.
You're just doing plan B.
Wait. You out here. You don't trust the motherfucker that tells you,
Nope.
yeah, just do it. I'll abort it.
Listen.
Bruh, you gonna be paying half
I-
your life
It's child
for some-
support, buddy.
I dated this girl.
I've never heard that in my life.
And
For
like,
real, you think no one ever told you, like, listen, like, you don't have to wrap it up.
No,
or you'll
I've
just
never
get
heard
rid
of anyone just trusting someone that said
I mean,
that.
why wouldn't you?
because maybe she's, bro, I got a homie with 5 kids. I'm pretty sure he trusted that shit 5 times,
Bruh.
my guy.
See,
You
I've
think
ju-
women
I've
don't
never-
look at you, Pat? You're a catch. You know how I'm
Yeah,
gonna trap
yeah.
your slutty ass?
Your genes. They
Baby.
just want your genetics.
I've just
Right?
never, I just like, I mean, dude, just buy the thin boy condoms.
right, but listen,
dude. It's
though,
not,
hear me
it's
out.
Not, it's not the fucking end of the
There's
world.
nothing wrong with condoms.
It feels fine.
Hear
It
me
feels
out.
great. In fact, it
I'm
feels
just gonna,
amazing.
I am 100% there. Okay, I'm
I've
there.
never
I
understood.
hear what you guys are saying,
Horrendo.
but
I think it's an ego thing with guys, dude. I've never
It's not an
understood
ego
it.
thing.
No,
The feel
it's
is
not.
different.
It's
Look, I
not
get
an
it.
ego thing.
I've done it with and without. It feels way better without, but it doesn't. It's not like it's not like you're not feeling anything with it. Like
Mickey,
like it's.
Let me put myself on blast
I've just
here,
never.
okay?
I've just never understood.
I was in
why
New York.
you wouldn't wrap that shit up, dude.
And I was on the train in New York,
Not
and the train, like,
ever,
first thing you do when you get to New York, the train was like, hey, you might have AIDS, be careful. Straight up, like, on the train. I was like, oh, man, that's right. Whatever, I'm just in New York hanging out. A couple of days later, I'm in Bushwick, and this girl's like, oh, you should come over, and I'm over, and things just moved fast. You know what I mean? And before I knew it, I was making a mistake. I was enjoying this mistake a lot. And then I was like, oh, man, I should probably stop making this mistake. The train said I might have AIDS. And I was like, you know what? You probably already got it anyway. You're already here. What are you going to do? Stop now?
Yeah.
I've already crossed the threshold. I heard you get it in the first 10
Already
seconds,
there.
which isn't true. Hey, Bushwick, you already know. So
Oh, wow.
I'm like across the street from a fucking hipster coffee shop that also makes sandwiches with a very nice lady, and we're doing the thing, and I was like, damn, I'm worried. And I got tested afterwards, and I was fine. And then the last time I did it was with a girl that I ended up dating for like a long time anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So like you should not do it, but also this
Yeah.
is Indiana, and I'm telling you, when you pull out a condom in Indiana, at least in the past, people be like, you don't really need that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
The fact that you said it makes me feel like I need it.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Shrug, the shrug is what bothers me.
Yeah, right. It's cool. I'm like, you know what? You kind of hiding shit. I know you ain't not
Nah, dude.
fucking, and I know I'm not fucking lucky, Mister. Don't have to use a rubber because you trust me. And
If
the fact
we're-
that you said I don't need one means that maybe I need 3.
If I'm not in a long-term relationship or like a steady relationship, nah, hell no, dude. Nope. Not ever once. Nope.
Sometimes,
I've
bro.
been very disciplined about that. Fuck
Mickey,
that, dude.
Mickey, throw caution to the wind.
Yeah.
Come in a stranger.
You gotta risk it for the
Nope.
biscuit.
Nope.
Bro, you know what? Yeah, no, never mind.
And like, I'm dead serious though. In Indiana, real talk, like people are just like,
She would have to be
condoms are like, for
she'd
what?
have to be like a fucking supermodel.
This one girl was like, I got my tubes tied. And I was like, I'm not worried just
believe
about
that.
babies.
Yeah.
There's other things.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Anyway, so I had chlamydia once, is the majority of the story. My fucking life.
That's the story of how I got chlamydia.
Just the once, I swear.
Oh my god. I feel like when I was having like one night stands, like there was a point where it would be between 5 different people, like women, of course, because I'm
Yeah.
women. I'd probably have sex with maybe 3 different people in a week or 4 different people in a week, but it was
Slut.
always condoms, and except for this one girl who I found out.
Oh no.
No, she was clean.
Oh, okay.
She's dirty enough to be
I
fucking
didn't
you.
like-
You can't say it so
Look.
slowly.
Yeah, because we had both like I had gotten my test and she had recently had a test, so like she showed me her paperwork and I was like, wow, it's crazy. Like we hadn't even been talking about it and you had already gotten tested. It's like you knew you were gonna be looking for dick, and I was a door-to-door dick salesman, you guys. It was great.
like Kirby vacuums, but it's just like, have you seen cock?
Literally, it would just be like, hey, I'm on call if you need me.
You took
Hit me
your
up.
Jehovah Witness skills and just
Just door to door. Hey, you want to talk to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Oh my god.
But I found
That's
out
applied
that
sciences.
she was clean, and we did it a few different times, and then literally. Maybe 8 months later, I see pictures of this little baby on her Instagram, and I was just like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "Yo, what's going on?"
well,
Like,
you
is this
immediately
mine?
you're like, what's the date? Do the
That-
math, do the
like,
math.
Start doing real quick math.
Yeah, I did the math before I even called her. I was like, "Yo, is this my kid?" And she was just like, "No, I was pregnant when we got together." I was like,
Oh shit.
Oh, sick.
"Had no idea."
So you didn't even have to pull out, bro. Damn.
literally didn't, but you know, I did to be safe. But still,
All right. Well, last thing before we wrap this up, I just want to say this about men because Spidey has reminded me. I feel like the hookup economy is bad for men, mostly because like there's more women than men, right? Like theoretically, you should have an easier time hooking up with a woman than a woman has a time hooking up with men, right?
it's scary for women.
You know what the
Yeah.
problem is? Is that men are kind of used car salesmen for dick. We're just like really like we hype it up a lot, you know what I mean? It's like this bad boy, check this out. Yeah, that's why dudes send dick pics, right? Because they think it's like, you know, sending a photo of your Ford Fiesta that you're trying to sell on Facebook. They're trying to,
Yeah,
they're really trying to get people to, you know what I mean? They're trying to find buyers, right? They're waiting for that one that they sent it to on a cold call, and she's like, oh, okay,
Let me
you cold call me a dick pic, and I'm into that, right?
gonna
You know,
need it.
like
Let me-
1 in
let me see
100
the
maybe.
Carfax.
And I think that's why, yeah, right. The Carfax is that paperwork, and I think that this is why like. We give it out for free so often. Like we're really like it's because they know we want it more. While it is a supply and demand thing, we're fucking up our end.
Yeah.
If we all collectively as men held out on having sex for one whole entire year,
women would go crazy.
women we'd be able to I was gonna say we'd be able to rule the world, but we already do.
Yeah, that's probably, so that's not really what we're looking for there. We
I don't
kind of need to tune that one back.
Yeah, all right. In fact, maybe the balance is the balance for a reason. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's it. We're all, you know,
That's a good idea. We need to start a whole fucking
just boycott?
1 month. Just
semen retention.
1 month.
1 month?
God.
Man,
Yeah,
you know,
oh
yeah.
my God,
It's called No Nut November.
Bro, ugly dudes are gonna start banging the baddest bitches. Is what's gonna happen.
They're
They're
gonna
gonna be
try.
like, "Oh, this is my time." Everyone else is saying no. Why would I not say no?
It kind of trumps into a question that I did want to ask for the entire group because I
Oh,
heard
God.
this question.
Oh God.
Oh god.
And it made me super curious how you guys would respond. But if you had one full day without women on Earth, what would you do?
So many of us would die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many-
To be honest, I wouldn't want to live.
The dumbest shit. Dude.
No, I'm talking about
Like,
like
said he would end himself.
I'm talking about like who could jump off the tallest roof. We were out back trying to figure out if Surge could use the bow and arrow to shoot a fucking hummingbird or some dumb shit.
yeah,
like,
because he said he could. Fuck that. Prove that shit.
that's what I'm saying. This is what would happen to us.
Yeah,
It'd be like,
damn,
oh,
you're right.
speed limits don't exist. We'd be like, no, speed
I
limits
Don't we
still
already do that
exist.
with women anyways?
We would die. I think this is why we're already dying earlier. We would do the type of dumb shit that would. Sometimes you need a woman to be around and be like, hey, maybe don't.
But do we?
I have a part 2 for this question.
I would go around the world and review all of the couches that are in every women's restroom.
One day.
Yeah. Why it take us so long? Let's find out.
A lot of people don't know about that.
Oh, that's a myth though. They myth busted that, didn't they?
What?
Nah, man,
The
it's
couches
real.
in women's
Nah,
bathrooms?
dude, it's
Yeah.
real, bro.
Bro, I remember
that's
being
a
younger
that's a
going to the
real
women's
thing,
bathrooms
man.
with my mom.
My mom would
just
have to take
being
me. There
like,
occasionally be a couch. I've seen a couch in a women's bathroom.
damn.
For real?
It is a real thing. I mean, it's not like every bathroom, but I have seen a couch. I'm like, what the fuck is
Well,
that?
I never seen one.
Because they don't need urinals, bro.
They don't take you in
They
there.
got wall space.
Yeah, but then they'll just have extra toilets.
That many women don't need to pee at once,
Sometimes you got
apparently.
you on the foyer, breastfeed or something.
I accidentally walked
Do
into
coke.
a women's restroom once, but to use the bathroom, not to be weird. I was blackout. I was blackout drunk at this point. I meant to go to my people, and I went to the wrong one. And then they I was on the toilet, and I hear like knocking on the door, and I guess I was like blackout drunk at this point, so they had to literally lift the door off.
Oh, no.
And then they escorted me out of the bar.
Oh no.
And then for the remainder of the night, I hung out with I bought a homeless dude a beer, and we hung out on a stoop, and I learned about him and waited for my friends.
What a story.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
It was at
story.
Martini's.
Oh, of
Lord.
course it was. Before we talk about the movie, Spidey has a part 2 to this question.
Yeah. How long until you realize you've got to bust a nut? How long until you're just gonna be like, you know what? I guess I'm gonna have to.
Do you
get
know
some
about
head from a
prison?
Dude.
Have you heard of prison?
Yeah. I guess even how long in prison would
There's a
you
lot
go
of
before
straight
you're
dudes
just
doing
like,
some
I
gay
need some
shit in
head?
prison. Don't fight me on this, please. I've only heard stories. I have not been to prison. If you's a hardcore prison ass motherfucker, don't come yelling at me about this shit. I'm just
some guys
saying.
will
But
be
yell at me,
hon-
I want to know.
Some
You
guys
gonna
will
tell
be
me you
honest
ain't
about it.
gay.
Get like, it's prison. What are you gonna do?
Right, yeah. I mean, I got a little bit of head in prison. Ain't gay or nothing. I guess not. Whatever, bro. Look,
That shit gay adjacent.
I was
Gay
13
adjacent.
and couldn't have sex.
Prison
and
men are surprisingly progressive.
Right, surprisingly progressive. Dudes have been 13 and not being able to have sex and have humped couches, fruit, fucking stuff, anything you were like, I can put my thing in it, I would try, right? So you can put a bunch of grown ass men together who don't follow the rules and then be like, hey guys, hang out with each other.
Don't bang each other.
Don't bang each other.
I just don't
There's a
like
certain
that.
percentage of you here that are guaranteed to be gay. There's another percentage that are guaranteed to be bi. And there's an even smaller percentage that are guaranteed to be curious. There's probably some super straight ass motherfuckers that also might be like,
He's like, I don't even poop.
And,
Right?
and
So
those
that's
guys
weird.
are gonna fuck animals before they fuck a dude.
oh my God.
I'm not gay, bro.
People
It's
already fuck sheep.
Yeah.
You remember break.com?
No.
You guys don't remember break.com?
No, I
We
mean,
are about to be just fully deplatformed.
Okay,
That
first
did
of
not
all,
make it into my
it is
culture.
not exclusively a sheep fucking platform. Okay,
That's funny.
it's like
It's like Crazy Shit or
it was like
E-Bombs World.
It was like leaked vids or
E-Bombs.
whatever. You know, like but occasionally there would be a
Grinder thing at the RNC. Yeah.
sheep fucker.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
the grinding RC is
Bro,
fucking
I'm
ridiculous.
telling you, if you did, and this is my hot take, because I've lived in the hood. I've heard people say this shit before. Is no, I can't even. No, I am. You gotta stick by this shit. Think if you did a survey on motherfuckers, like a double blind, and just being like, is it gay to get your dick sucked by some dude? Motherfuckers be like, nah, not really. People go to glory holes already. You have no idea what's on the other side of that
Yeah.
hole. You can't
Yeah.
feel a beard, I don't think. So unless it's
Yeah.
a beard that curves around someone's mouth,
Gotta be.
the percentages,
Personal.
whatever you think it is, I'm gonna give it 3% higher.
I remember this kind of conversation happening at some point in college amongst one of my friends, and I'll never forget this one guy. Like when it came for him to answer, he's like, "Mouth to mouth, ass and ass."
I was like, any port in the storm. Oh, the fucking
Any port in the storm.
I mean, listen, I'm just gonna say that
Oh,
the Village People have a song called "In the Navy" for a reason.
did you read what Ebony Bunny said? Okay,
Yeah.
Here's my very small political
You
moment.
do that while I go pee.
A very small political moment, but at the RNC, when the RNC came to town, the Grinder app suspiciously crashed. It
Yeah,
had
they said it was going hard.
exceedingly, you know, all of these very anti-LGBT conservatives, they're the ones usually getting, and again, no kink shaming. There's nothing wrong with it, but they're always the ones like secretly fucking dudes in hotel rooms,
Which
and
is wild because
getting
they
caught and
are.
stuff. And again, nothing wrong with it, but like
They're
just
kink shaming though. Like
yeah, they're
they're
kink
still
shaming.
saying that it's a terrible thing.
Yeah,
They're
Even
like,
though they're
well,
doing it.
Yeah.
And the option is there. They could have been like, well, you know what? I actually think I want to do heterosexual things, but no.
and
They
the
were
thing
like,
is-
Right.
I want to suck some dick.
And the thing is, all these politicians, obviously, like there must be like NDA disclose, like they must scare the shit out of the person they're about to fuck to be like, if you fucking tell on me.
See, if
You know,
I'm the person,
that's what I'm saying. People of Grindr, rise up, expose these motherfuckers.
yeah, and we're like,
Expose them.
maybe that's it. Maybe I should just get on some dating because I'm trying to get a fucking lawsuit out. Like, if I could just have some random governmental figure be like, "Can you come and like fuck my wife and not tell anyone?" I'd be like, "Sure, sure, yeah, yeah."
Hell yeah, dude.
Run me money first, and we'll get to talking. We'll see what you got going on.
I got
just a
Venmo, I got
cobweb off
Cash
that
App,
pussy,
I
my
got
boy.
Zelle.
Right, like all of it.
Anyways, thank you for that, Ebony Bunny. That's my political moment of this podcast.
That was good. It was very tame.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
pretty
had a thought and I was going to say something. I forgot. Damn it.
Is it about
About the RNC?
fellatio?
No, it was.
Adultery?
You said, you know, like when these politicians go try to go fuck somebody that to like aggressively sign an NDA or something like that.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing there's
Like,
got to be something
yeah,
like that
so
because,
what-
because you never get these people like why wouldn't those
But why would those people? If somebody came, like let's say Hillary Clinton came up to me, she's like, "You gotta fucking sign this fucking NDA if you're gonna fuck me," or then like whatever. I'll be turned off and not even fuck. Why wouldn't those people just
What? People like
because
power.
here's the thing, these politicians are so repressed, they're also probably like into like they're probably like submissive ones usually. So
That's
some
kinda
like
wild.
so some like gay dude getting to fuck the like hate fuck a Republican, like I don't know, dude. Like,
I feel like if
Oh,
Hillary
no,
Clinton
okay.
came to me and made me sign an NDA, I would just do some shit so freaky to her that she would have to tell people. Like, afterwards, she's just gonna be like, "Yo, rip that shit up." Like he did.
Right? People need to
incredible
know.
things, yeah.
All right. So now that we're done with what I'm going to say is one of the funniest and kind of most ridiculous podcasts we've had in a long while, we're going to talk about a movie.
Yeah.
Bring it down. Bring it
That's
down.
such a good movie.
So
I
let
like
me
the
read
one.
off the little shenanigans for the movie like I do, and then we'll talk about it. Fantastic Mr. Fox is a 2009
Fantastic.
comedy that is also stop motion animated, directed by
super
Wes
impressive.
Anderson, starring George Clooney, Meryl Streep, Jason Schwartzman, Bill Murray, Willem Dafoe, Owen Wilson, and then literally like 100 other
What
people.
was Willem Dafoe?
Willem Dafoe's the rat.
I could see that.
he's
Okay,
yeah.
green, he's
Yeah.
yeah. This isn't his only stop animation movie, is it?
Brian Cox, no, Isle of Dogs is the other one.
Yeah.
Did you guys catch Brian Cox from Succession?
No.
He was the reporter. Sounds exactly like Brian Cox from
yeah, yeah.
Succession.
I caught Owen Wilson. He was.
I
the
caught
coach.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I caught Bill Murray.
Bill
he was the
Murray's
weasel.
great.
Yeah. Bill Murray's hard to not
The
catch.
badger.
Adrian Brody was the teeny tiny mouse because Adrian Brody's in all of these fucking movies
Yeah,
too.
the Adrian Brody was the main character in That's for City, right?
Who was?
Yeah,
who-
no. Adrian Brody was the playwright in it. Who like his wife divorced him and he was living in the back of the play, living in the back of the studio. Adrian
Yeah,
Brody. He's in The
okay.
Pianist. He's got the big nose.
He was in
Who was
Succession.
the
The guy that
son?
owns the island.
Oh, that's Adrian Brody.
That's Adrian
Jason
Brody.
Schwartzman.
Oh,
Yeah, the
okay,
guy that
okay.
owns the island. He was wearing a puffer jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Adrian
Yeah.
Brody.
Okay.
So yeah, a star-studded cast.
Who was the son in Kristoff?
The son was Jason Schwartzman,
And
and Kristoff was Eric Chase Anderson. Christopherson, my bad. Who was also on Life Aquatic
Yeah.
as the Air Kentucky pilot, but I didn't see that one. I don't know. Hold on. This dude's in a bunch of. Oh, Eric Chase Anderson. I'm assuming is Wes Anderson's son.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Blah blah blah. Is brother of filmmaker Wes Anderson.
My brother, nice.
Yeah, this guy you've probably never seen his fucking face because he's I guess I don't know. He's in some of the movies.
I
Behind
actually
the
don't even know what
scenes.
Wes Anderson looks like.
Me neither.
He looks like Wes Anderson, bro.
Fun fact, no one does.
yeah, actually, I don't.
What do you? Hold on. Before I show you a picture of Wes Anderson, what do you think he looks like?
He just to me he looks like any other Hollywood
Woody from Toy
director,
Story.
I get.
old director.
Yeah, I get like a old man, eccentric Steve Jobs kind of vibe. Oh yeah, see that's
Kind of
not
like
at all-
Willy Wonka of filmmaking.
That's
Okay.
not at all.
Yeah.
He looks more like Tiny Tim.
Kind of, yeah.
He looks like Willy Wonka meets Michael Bay.
So, we're going to go through as we do. Give me your overall thoughts on the movie, and then we'll talk characters. We'll talk 1 to 2 characters, and then we'll talk like favorite moments. So, overall thoughts of the movie. And by thoughts, I mean what you think about it and maybe what you thought the movie was about.
I have seen this movie a few times, so I've been busy with the place, so I didn't get to rewatch the whole thing. I made it a little over halfway, but I have seen the movie, so I'm familiar with the happenings. Although you may have to remind me some things, but yeah, this is before I even knew like who specifically Wes Anderson was. Like when I discovered this movie, like instant favorite. It's just like one of my favorite movies. Period. It's just very unique, wholesome. I love that kind of Tim Burton-ish kind of aspect to it, but it's not at all. It's like its own unique style in terms of stop animation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Based off of a book from Roald Dahl, who did Willy. No, Roald Dahl didn't do.
I loved all of the puppets,
Wait a
and again, like the set design, all the details, like in the school scene where the bully blows up the magnesium and he has to put it out with the fire extinguisher, and how like it was like the smoke was cotton. Like it's just really cool set design.
Roald Dahl wrote books: James and the Giant Peach, Matilda, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Wow.
Roll Dahl. Bangers.
Bangers.
Yeah.
What's up with your childhood?
Right. Buddy Dinner don't miss.
It's all rolled off.
All right. So all right, bet. Nice instant classic for you. Yeah, and like the whenever they did do the smoking, it was just like super creative, super fun, and it looks like nothing you've ever seen before.
I mean, him going to full stop animation movie makes sense because, like, even in Asteroid City and Life of Aquatic, in fact, I would imagine in every movie at this point, there's some
little dioramas.
There's some, not even dioramas, but some stop animation aspect. Like in Life of Aquatic, they would look down and there's like fish on the ground, or like the seahorses. Yeah, like the seahorse in the back.
I think Asteroid City had more so the
Asteroid City. So there's
sure.
some element of stop animation in all of his movies, I feel like.
Oh yeah. Well, just as a fun fact, while we're getting everybody else's, here's a pitch, and I will be pitching it again. Today, over on the Normies, for the movie that we're going to be watching today, we will be watching Grand Budapest Hotel, like as a big reaction.
Budapest
which is
Hotel, an official reaction from the Normies.
I think we are doing it live. And I do love that you guys now know about Wes Anderson, because you're going to watch this one and be like, and I do think, I don't want to hype it up. I don't want to hype it. I do kind of think it's his best one.
Nice. I've heard that from a few
It's
people.
his most recent one, right?
That was Asteroid City.
Is this his?
Oh.
This is his first dive into stop animation.
Yes, I think so. But he always shoots like little dioramas.
Well, isn't Isle of Dogs?
But that comes out after this.
Oh.
So I think this is his first stop.
Interesting.
So, Pat, what'd you think?
Knocked it out of the park.
I chose this movie, and I really wanted to like enjoy it as much as I enjoyed Astro City, because A, I chose it. B, cash, the box and everything. I found it slightly above mid.
Give it a letter grade.
A C plus.
Okay.
For me, I think Astro City was such a banger. A, because it had all of Hollywood in there, but it was still funny as fuck, out of bounds, unique, and funny still. This, I understand like the whole. I love the new animation, like it's like the different type of animations, like Puss in Boots and Ninja Turtles, like different type of animation. I get that, but I feel like I've seen Ninja Turtles before I saw this. So like, it was like even though I know this came out way before Ninja Turtles, but I already seen something like that before.
Is there a stop motion?
The story to me was kind of like your basic story. It was very predictable.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of surprised that Dad didn't die at the end. I figured he was going to die. But it was more dry humor. Like it's like Arrested Development type of humor.
Yeah.
Than like Minions humor. I was expecting more of like a Minions humor.
Yeah.
Because it was a kids movie.
I don't know if it's really a kids.
It's not a kids movie. I feel like it was
I don't think it's
Kinda.
a
It's
kids
just
movie.
animated. I don't think it was
Yeah,
like a kid's
it's
movie.
never about the obvious story he's telling. I think Wes Anderson movies are more about the relationships between the characters. Like I really think this was more of a story about a father reconciling with his dead dreams and also struggling to connect with his son and vice versa. Like it's the inner conflicts of everyone's relationships with each other because no one's on the same page.
The voice acting was so well done. Like I don't know why. Like it. I don't know if it's just because it was stop motion and they could sync everything the way exactly they needed to.
Yeah.
But like, it was it felt like they were acting out every scene, which I'm pretty sure they might have been doing.
Because they acted out first, and then the animation has to match what they did. So
I feel like they actually filmed a physical movie, and then he was like, "All right, now be gone. I got toys to play with."
one of my favorite parts was there's a lot of attitudes flying around. In here.
that was funny.
Don't let me catch one.
Yeah.
Don't let me catch one. Ash was fucking hilarious.
It was fucking wild.
Spidey, what about
He
you?
reminds me of Chandler Bing.
Yeah, same. Dude. I love this movie. When I was watching it, literally, I paused it and I went in, and Bria was asleep, and she kind of woke up, and I was like, "This is one of the best fucking movies I've ever seen." It's like 2 a.m. But yeah, it was. I like it a lot. I would maybe even watch it again just because it checked a lot of boxes. Like, I guess maybe music could have been better, but like, okay, it was the.
I thought the music was good.
I wasn't. It was good enough. Like, it wasn't.
Yeah. I think it fit. Like, it's not my favorite music, but I think it really
fitting.
fits the vibe for what Wes is doing.
It wasn't like popping out, and I was like, the music was incredible, but I was like, yeah, this whole thing is a very smooth, easy, comfortable watch. Like, the little song for the 3
Bunsen.
and then I was just like, hey. That was lit.
So this, I don't remember when I saw this movie, but I loved it when I first saw it. It's one of my friends, Tyler, the dude with all the tattoos and shit. Like, it's one of his favorite movies. We'll still be like, well, you cussing at me? We're still like doing that shit.
You cussing at me?
I watched this on the plane when we were heading to Austin for DreamCon. And so, like, I was, like, already halfway done. And then last night, I was like, oh, I'll just rewatch. Like, I was like, I'll just kind of catch up. Because I've seen it a bunch, and I end up watching the whole thing and be like, I fucking love this movie. But, so I kind of, this is the first time I ever thought, like, well, like, what is the movie about? And he keeps mentioning, like, I think it's about, like, the balance of being, like, a wild animal, but also being, like, responsible. Because when at the end he's trying to talk to his wife, he's like, "I'm just old." She's like, "I'm gonna lose my temper now." Like, scratches this man's face. Oh, guy, and he's like, "Honey, I'm a wild animal," and she's like, "Yeah, but you're also like a husband and a provider, and like you write newspapers. Like, you can." People are a multitude. You could be many different things, but you got to find that balance. And even at the end, when Ash does that wild ass shit with the dog with the rabies, and his dad's like, "Damn, you're a real athlete." Like, he did it his own way, his own weird way. He's like, "You're an athlete," and like, that was some of the most wild animal shit I ever seen. It's like, I love that because it's like, yeah, you got to find that balance to be the thing that you naturally are, while also, And I was literally listening to a video essay this morning, like while we were getting ready, about Joe Rogan and how he dipped into some like Freudian shit, and like I don't remember, it wasn't Freud, it was some other psychologist who was like, you've got this shadow self in you that you have to like let out in controlled, reasonable ways, or the shadow self will take over, right? So like,
I agree with that.
Mr. Fox like is not doing any stealing at all, and I'm not saying he has to be stealing. He can find an outlet, but instead of trying to find an outlet, he tried to suppress it, and then he ended up being like, as soon he was like, I want to buy that tree. And then he met Kylie, the fucking possum. He's like, put this bandit hat on. Like, day 2. He's like, bro, slow down. He's like, no, you don't understand. Like, I'm getting old. He's like, we're back to stealing. And that fight with the fucking rat. Anyway, so
I feel like George Clooney is always playing something he needs to steal.
He's a thief. He's an actual
that's
thief.
It.
Yeah.
He's got that look where he's like, you won't realize he's robbing you.
He has that voice of a stealer too.
He uses his powers of
a thiefly voice.
Thiefly voice.
So instead of going and buying like, what do you think about Mr. Fox? Like, just who's your favorite character? Favorite character and favorite scene. Your favorite scene doesn't have to include your favorite character, but I want your favorite character and your favorite scene.
The I can't remember the son's name of the son.
Ash.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ash. Too.
Ash. Just his line delivery is just his teenage angst. It's just very relatable.
Thank you for the Prime sub.
Thank you.
So for me, honestly, in the very beginning of the movie, or like in early of the movie, I didn't like Ash.
Yeah.
But then he grown on me, and he ended up becoming my favorite character.
Yeah.
I would say Ash too.
Yeah, because you get why he's shitty.
Yeah.
I'd be fucking shitty too.
Ash was funny.
Oh, this is just an old trophy that I won for sports a long time ago.
Because I'm an athlete. What the fuck, bro?
For me, low-key, though, it'd still be Mr. Fox, just because I love George Clooney in most things.
Yeah.
And his line delivery is always that, like, dry but straightforward, direct. Everything I say, I mean, and I mean it with a kindness.
Somebody mentioned "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" in the comment. We should do that at some point.
Oh my God, that's such a fun movie.
That's a good George Clooney one.
Dude, now that soundtrack, bro. Oh Brother,
Where
I love that Big Rock Candy Mountain.
Yeah. You've mentioned that you bring up Big Rock Candy Mountain once a year. Fun
I
fact. He
love
literally
that song
does.
so much. It's such a good song.
So one of my favorite characters in it was Mr. Bean, Sir Michael John Gabon, aka
The villain? I'm surprised.
Dumbledore. Well, his voice is fucking
Oh my
crazy,
God,
bro.
That was Dumbledore?
okay.
Yeah, dog.
Because I was listening to him, I was like, I know this face, I know this voice,
Right.
like I know who this is.
I love
Yeah.
I don't know, because he's like the main villain. He's being so over the top when he's like, why did he send us this letter back with the letters cut out? I was like, I don't
Right.
know. You did the same thing. Him like going ham on that room and like destroying everything. Him with the gun, like doing the shots. And one of my favorite shots in the entire movie is when they introduce him and he walks up to the cellar and it's all dark. And he lights a cigarette and only his face illuminates. And I was like, that's fucking cold. And it's stop motion too, so you know they're being like super extra with it. And then my favorite scene is the fight with the rat. The fight with the rat
Yeah.
with Willem Dafoe in the cellar is kind of crazy, bro.
That rat went hard.
That's my favorite. Like when they go from like normal script to like rabid animals.
Yeah.
Or even,
Whatever they
even with the like in the when he was with his lawyer. He's
Yeah.
like, the cuss
Yeah,
you are.
don't you cuss at me?
The cuss
Are you cussing at me?
What?
You cussing?
Down out of breath. Yo, fuck.
I think
That was
it's
so fun.
It's such a stupid fucking movie. It's silly as shit, but it's like I don't know. It feels like this generation's like Willy Wonka. Like I get that it's Roald Dahl, so it's got that vibe, but it's like like you can watch it as an adult and be like, damn, this is really good. And you can watch it as a kid and be like, oh, this is super fun. And then you get different levels of enjoyment like out of
I'm
it.
about to go back and watch Hey Arnold because I saw
Hey
the-
Arnold's the shit.
I saw this short about like Helga. It's like, did you know that like
Helga's mom was a drunk.
yeah, Helga's
Yeah.
mom is drunk and her father's abusive, and it's like it's
Yeah.
just like I just didn't connect that as a kid. I was just like, what a bully! Like
Yeah.
It's crazy when you go back and watch it. And
Bro.
Rugrats too. Rugrats is like
Rugrats is great.
surprisingly. I mean, not surprisingly. Like, it's deep as fuck. Like
All
it's,
grown up. All grown
yeah,
up. is a little
go back and
deeper.
watch Rugrats
That'd be
as an
fun.
adult, bro. You get a different show.
The one where they're grown up is even deeper, like more where you were just like, wow, yeah, no, they were really touching on like, as told by Ginger.
As told by Ginger.
Bro,
yeah.
fucking, it was there with you in
Yeah.
that age. Like they were
Dude.
like, this is what you're going through.
Recess.
This is how we help.
Recess.
Recess.
Still the
Recess
shit.
is great.
Bro,
Recess was good.
Love Recess. Dude, we had some good tunes.
I
There's some
swear.
really good. Not to say like ours were better. Like I love the cartoons today too. But man, we had some good stuff.
What are the cartoons today?
Adventure Time.
Oh.
Steven Universe.
You're old.
That's funny.
Those
Oh,
are the
is it?
cartoons of
Yeah.
like 10
Yeah,
to
it's
15
funny.
years
Okay.
ago.
Okay.
I know what you mean, and I don't disagree, but it's
What
just
is
that.
okay? Well, I mean,
I think
what
kids
is
are watching Owl House
Is
now.
Gumball Head? Was that
No,
is that
old as
too?
well. You-
Damn. Okay. Fine.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't
Craig
know
of the
what's-
Creek.
Yeah.
I hear
What's
Craig of the
what's
Creek's
Cartoon
dope.
Network playing today?
Cartoon Network's
Network.
gone, bro.
It's gone.
What?
There's no more Cartoon Network. You guys didn't know about that?
That's not real.
No.
Cartoon Network's
no,
been
no.
gone for a while.
It's like telling them that their dog died. It's like the worst
Yeah,
thing you
no,
can tell
for
anybody.
real.
Cartoon Network is gone.
What do you?
Chat,
What do you?
chat, what happened? Is Cartoon Network gone, chat?
the network on cable TV was gone for a while, and they just finally released their website. They got rid of the website finally.
But what?
channel is Cartoon
What?
Network?
What?
Yeah, it's
What?
gone.
No. What do you? What do you?
It's technically,
It's available on various satellite, IPTV, and streaming media services.
What do you
but
mean?
Cartoon Network Studios no
It's
longer
gone.
exist anymore.
What
So like
do-
they don't
what
make. There's
the-
But
you can
why?
catch. It's like Boomerang now.
What
like,
happened?
I'm surprised you guys didn't know about this.
What
Shut
happened?
up, Pat.
Why? What
I knew
happened
about
to
this.
it?
I hated that channel.
They were doing. What happened to it?
I was more of a Nick kid.
As of July 9th, 2024, Cartoon Network is still around and plans to continue investing in new content. Hold on, what?
Yeah,
the network
yeah.
released a statement to clarify that rumors of its closure are not true.
Ha!
Hold on,
Let's
this,
go.
this is the AI answer. Just
Oh,
an
I'm looking
FYI.
at more Google answers.
I
but keep
trust-
going. 'cause
I
I'm
trust
getting
Cartoon
AI
sad.
Network's
today.
weekdays programmings include,
Yeah, Cartoon Network's television programming will continue. This from 3 days ago. While Cartoon Network is
just
sharing
3
its
days ago.
website. Yeah.
Jesus, okay, never mind.
Ha!
Ah.
Guys, this was true last week. We just found out 3 days ago that it's
Childhood has been retained.
Yes.
Thank you, Spencer.
But yeah,
All
I
right.
guess like what is around today? What's popular today? Oh, actually, there's a show called Bluey that's like very
Blue's Clues?
Oh.
no, Bluey.
Sorry,
Blue's
quick
Clues.
pause.
Bluey's
Okay, hold on. We
I've
got-
heard,
we
Bluey.
got
I heard
Curtis
is
Peppa the
really
Pig too. But quick pause. Keyblade Lover. The Normies should watch Gravity Falls. Keyblade Lover. Go Google Normies Gravity Falls.
We literally
already
have.
done it, baby.
We literally have. We
They
literally have
did
it.
it, mate.
What a
Gravity
great-
Falls is coming back. Don't tease me with a good time. Alex Hirsch, do it, bruh.
Is it good though? Because you guys keep on like.
Gravity Falls is one of the best.
That's one you guys have mentioned before. Expanse, the 100,
Expanse is great.
and
100 is great.
and what's the one where they're all doing crack or so? Euphoria.
Euphoria.
Everyone talks about those.
So
I
listen.
wanna know, do I really need?
Listen.
The Expanse. Yes, it's the best sci-fi.
If any from those you
period.
watch, I'll take Expanse. And if your second up is Gravity Falls, you will not be.
No. The second gotta be 100.
Of
Don't
all
watch
the
the 100.
sci-fis that have ever.
Don't watch the 100.
Shut the
No.
fuck up. You
Fuck
enjoyed
the
100.
I did.
Fuck
But
You
it's not
enjoyed the 100.
It's not worth the
Hey,
time
watch
compared
it.
to Gravity
Fuck
Falls.
the
I think
100.
I watched the first
Shitty
season
show
of
with a
100.
shitty ending.
Hey,
Hey,
don't go that far.
Bullshit ass
Hey.
show.
Too
you
far.
didn't even finish it.
All right,
Dumb-
look back to the
dumbass show.
fantastic Mr. Goddamn
Dumbass
Fox.
teenage
Oh, yeah.
show
What
with
other parts of the
fucking
movies did y'all
rape-
like?
I think it was really cool how they animated the cider coming into the den.
No, yeah,
Where you're just
yeah.
Watching this, the whole like flood series. I don't know how they did it. I don't know what the fuck they used at that point. Some sort of felt or something, but it was cool. It was sick.
Would you? Oh, any other parts you guys want to add? Any extra parts about Fantastic Mr. Fox you want to put a little?
I think the one that I really enjoyed was them having that shootout.
Where he got his tail shot off?
No. The towards the end where they're all hiding and then whatever.
Oh yeah.
They had that shootout and like there were 4 animals and every single one is armed to the teeth and they couldn't hit one. I was just that.
Be rough like that, you know. You ever try to shoot a fox? I guarantee it's probably hard.
I just love the. I just love the humor in the movie where he's like, okay, we're gonna have to jump over this fence and climb this thing and do this and he's like, why don't we just go that way? There's no obstacles.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, all right.
Oh yeah, no,
But then, like, they still call back to the electric fence because he gets
it's
on
like,
it.
Why'd they do that?
And the Beagles thing. The Beagles thing kept being hilarious.
I love how we didn't know how him and the wife escaped the first one.
Yeah.
Until he explains it later. That was kind of cool.
Oh, and the glowing. When he's like, oh, you're glowing. And it's a
Yeah.
cut to a complete new model, and it's literally, like, lit from inside.
Yeah.
It's, like, physically glowing. I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
Sorry, I just thought of another cartoon. Did you guys ever watch Sheep in the Big City?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of Sheep in the Big City.
That's a big city.
Sheep in the Big City is great.
Apparently, the new stuff is Big City Greens, Amphibia, Owl House. I still think people are watching Craig of the Creek. And when they reboot, we'll all watch Reboot.
Yo, what do you mean Jackie Chan Adventures is still hype?
What?
They say it's for free on YouTube, baby.
Bruh, let's go.
All right, so we're going to do a quick little trailer reaction to the next movie that we're watching. This one is picked by Mickey
The
because
Darjeeling Limited.
'cause he's Indian?
I saw India in the synopsis, and I was like, let's go.
Nice.
Spencer, would you play that up for us? And everybody else, just kind of hold your microphones down a little bit. It's fine. You got anything to say? We're just gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it as a group. It's on the TV.
I think I'll be able to see it.
2007, so this is 2 years before Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I think we have a chance to make this kind of a life-changing experience, and I think we need it.
Jason Schwartzman.
Can you turn on the captions?
I want us to be.
Jason Schwartz. Hold on, let me real quick before you start. Well, it's fine. Jason Schwartzman, Adrian Brody, and Owen Wilson, and more other famous people too.
Jason
Pretty sure.
Schwartzman, how old is he? He doesn't age.
He was born old.
He is 44, born in 1980.
Damn. You don't age.
All right, hit it.
I think we have a chance to make this kind of a life-changing experience, and I think we need it. I want us to become brothers again like we used to be.
You're the 2 most important people in the world to me. This is incredible! Why haven't we spoken in a year?
Because we don't trust each other.
Is that my belt? Can I borrow it?
I want us to be completely open and say yes to everything, even if it's shocking and painful.
You have any questions?
Oh my God, it's
I do.
Yes, man.
Okay, go ahead.
What happened to your face?
Right?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch. See
What's going on?
do in India.
I don't know. I guess the train's lost.
What do you say? Says the train's lost.
How can a train be lost? It's on rails.
Yeah, they're gonna Indian churches in front of space.
What's wrong with you?
Let me think about that.
Hot Indians.
Bro, this is half a Dominican Republic. There's 3 people in there, so. This one feels way more indie than his other ones do.
Yeah, it was very Indian. That was a very famous Indian actor there from this album. This feels like our brother were out there.
What are you doing in this place? Well, originally, I guess we came here on a spiritual journey.
You don't love me! Yes, I do! I love you too, but I'm gonna mace you in the face!
I wonder if the three of us could have been friends in real life. Not as brothers, but as people.
Huh?
To be continued.
They're brothers. They're brothers. Their dad died. And they're like
Hey, a train shot.
yeah.
It reminded
can't
me.
help it.
Okay, I'm excited for it just to see like India. Like
God,
it's
what is that movie?
probably gonna be
It's-
like running into like Bollywood people too and stuff.
What is that? The movie where they are going and it is George Clooney, Ice Cube, Mark Wahlberg.
Wild Hogs?
fucking- No.
Oh,
Three Kings.
Three
Yeah.
Kings.
Three Kings.
Three
Great
Kings.
movie.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah, it reminded me of Three Kings a little
Three
bit.
Kings. Oh my god, fucking great fucking movie.
Yeah, that
I
one's
love
cool.
that movie. Well, that's what we should react to. Fuck.
That would be. fun to react
this
to.
one's got Bill Murray in it, Angelica Hudson, aka Morticia, I'm pretty sure, Natalie Portman, Gurdeep Singh, Jason Schwartzman, Adrian Brody, Owen Wilson, and then a bunch of other people too.
I'm down for it. I'm excited.
Yeah, this one does feel like it's going to be more of an indie film, but I still think it's going to have that humor. I think it's going to kind of be dry humor. And
What year was it?
I mean, you know,
Pat. Sorry, bruv.
we can. I mean, his
2007.
style is very specific.
Yeah.
07.
Oh no, I'm here for it. I'm gonna like it. It looks like fucking Little Miss Sunshine. Like I'm into all of that.
Little
weird
Miss
shit.
Sunshine. That's not a Wes Anderson.
It is not.
But who's Little Miss Sunshine?
It's I don't remember who did it, but it's got Steve Carell in it,
Carell.
and like it's Steve Carell and fuck Toni Collette, I think.
I don't know. It's really good though. It's a
Yeah.
really, really, really good movie.
All right, sweet. So there it is, the podcast, baby.
Yay.
Darjeeling Limited. I will say I wrote out the plan for the rest of the months.
Oh, we're gonna do what's our next month's movie?
Oh,
Thing.
well, here's the thing: is I'm pretty sure we get 5 Fridays this month.
5 Fridays?
I think we got one more Friday.
How are
left.
we so lucky about that?
We all. I mean, it happens every year.
I thought we only get 4 Fridays usually on average or 3.
On average, yeah, but every now and
Podcasting's So
again.
hard today, bro.
Also, we need
1,
to
2, 3, 4, 5.
We
So
we need to take a look at our Twitch chatbot limitations because it censors LMAO.
guys, we're trying to. The Nightbot is taking over. We're
Yeah,
trying to control it. We're
sorry.
trying to wrangle back.
Nightbot
All right.
is a fucking Nazi.
So
dude.
all of us are
He
here.
had Nightwing.
All of us are here right now, right? And we have one more Wes Anderson movie to do.
One more?
There's 5 fucking.
Moonrise, Moonshine.
Pat's tired of Wes Anderson now.
No, we'll see how Budapest because I heard Budapest is really good.
Oh, we're about to. Yeah.
Oh, why don't we
We're
do
gonna
Isle of,
react to that
Isle
one,
of
so
Dogs? You
then-
want to do another
yeah.
the
Another stop motion. I will say there is one that I actually haven't seen,
What is it?
Oh, okay.
and that one is The French Dispatch,
Let's do it.
which I'm just gonna read off who's all in this. Oh my god, Jesus!
Is it one of
Holy-
those earlier
name.
ones?
Just let me read.
The long
No,
list
it's
of blue.
2021.
Oh.
That's early.
Owen Wilson, Benicio del Toro, Tony Revolori, Adrian Brody, Tilda Swinton, Leah Sobieski, Sobieski, you know that lady, Timothy Chalamet, Christopher Waltz, Rupert Friend, Jeffrey Wright, Liv Schreiber, oh my God, Willem Dafoe, Edward Norton, Bill Murray, Elizabeth Moss, Jason Schwartzman, Angelica Hudson, and Fisher Stevens. And I skipped some.
All right. Okay. All right.
Fisher Stevens
What's
is
it about?
Studded.
let's see. A film is an American anthology comedy drama film written directed by Wes Anderson from a story he conceived with Roman Coppola. Hold on, looking for the story.
Oh shit.
It's
Coppola?
the plot. Here it is. Nice. In 1975, the fictional French town of Anneuil-sous-Bilis, author Horwich Jr., the editor of the magazine The French Dispatch, dies suddenly of a heart attack. According to the wishes expressed in his will, publications of the magazine immediately suspend following the final farewell issue, in which 4 articles are published along with an obituary. So it's just going to be, it's an anthology. So the stories will just be random, wacky shit conceived by him,
What's it
starring
called when it's in order?
when it's in order.
Yeah.
Chronological order?
Chronological order.
Chronological.
But an anthology could just be, it doesn't even have to be out of order. It's just
Yeah.
like, here's a story, and then the next story is about fish, and then the next story
whole
is
different
just a
story.
whole new story, all new
Gotcha,
people.
It's like
Love that.
Marvel's What If.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, French Dispatch?
That sounds fun.
For the last one
Oh
of the month?
no, stream's down.
It's gonna be rando.
I guess that's a sign. I guess that's not it, Chris.
Yeah. Pat, then you want to pick the last
No, I'm
one
just
for
joking. We could do it.
for West
Ebony
Mid?
Bunny is
I don't know
upset.
any West Anderson moves. I'm relying on you, Chris.
I mean,
Ebony
bro,
Bunny is upset with how you
we're
pronounce
back.
Angelica's name.
We're back.
Angelica.
I thought it's Angelica. Is it Angelica?
We're back.
Angelica.
Oh shit! It is Angelica. Listen, and this is the reason why I'm bad at reading. I'm trying to get better. I've got no excuse at this point.
I mean, it is a different different.
Marquetta
language.
says arpelagico. Maybe hanging out with her and Nuvy's making my brain broke. All right. Anyway, y'all, this has been a Talking Normies podcast. Stick around for the raid. Also, shout outs to the 12 people watching over on YouTube.
Yeah,
You guys are also, holy shit, there's even more people on YouTube. Shout outs all 21 of y'all on YouTube.
Oh,
Rocket Power premiered 25 years ago today. That's upsetting. We are old, but
Rocket
woogity,
Power,
woogity, woogity, woogity. All right, y'all.
No,
Woogity, woogity, yeah, there it is.
Raymundo.
The squid. That's why we call Sydney Squidney. All right, y'all. Stick around for the raid. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching Talking Normies podcast.
And we gone.
Peace.
And we gone. 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 And we gone.
Let's do Matthew Perry because he died.
2 to tango, 3 to tango.